Imagine submitting payroll for over 500 employees, only to discover that your PAYE calculations are completely wrong. If your payroll template still uses the old PAYE formula, you could be calculating employee tax incorrectly. In this 15 minutes video, I will show you exactly what to change and how to fix your Excel template. If you're an accountant, human resources professional, payroll officer, tax consultant, or you build payroll template in Excel, then this video could save you hours of frustrations and help you avoid costly payroll mistakes.
You are welcome to the Analytical Entrepreneur.
Welcome back to this channel where we simplify accounting, Excel, taxation, data analysis, AI, and business technology. If this is your first time here, my goal is simple: help professionals work smarter, reduce error, and build practical skills they can apply immediately. Since the Nigeria Tax Act took effect from 1st January 2026, I have received several questions. One of the questions is that my Excel payroll template is giving me error. What Excel formula should I change? What tax band to apply? Please send me the new tax template. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to calculate both the old and the new PAYE. Understand the key difference and know what change to make in your payroll template. You can check on the description below for a link to download the Excel template I'm using in this video. So let's get started. Okay, we are here on the templates, the old and the new PAYE calculator. So we are going to compare the old from the new so that we'll see the difference of when we have a salary earner who earn small salary or a salary earner that earn big salary. So first of all, we're going to look at the dynamic template that I have designed. So first of all, we'll start from README. We'll have the README, the resumption, the old PAYE, new PAYE, and comparison. Right? I've added the hyperlink so that from here you can go just jump into the sheet. So if I want to get to the assumption, I click here, come to assumption. If I want to go back, I've gone back. If I want to go to old PAYE, take me to old PAYE. If I want to go back to home, take me to home. If I want to go back to new PAYE, take me to new PAYE. If I want to go back to home, I go back to home. I want to go to comparison, you click this, means the comparison sheet. I want to go back to home and go back to home. All right, let me go back to assumption. I want to go to next, old PAYE. I want to go to next, new PAYE. I want to go to comparison, go to comparison. So I have made this Excel template dynamic. All right, so you can download it and use it for your tutorials, use it for your clients, and use it for your personal activities. All right, so now, first of all, I have the assumption where I'm going to explain. First of all, you say input figure, where you have this color, all right, gold accent for, you can impute your figure. But you say don't impute figure, where you have the gray accent 3, lighter 80%, where you have this color, you don't impute any figure, right? So that you will not alter the functions, right? Then the next one, white, where you have white, is in material, whether you type anything or not, to not affect the model, right? Now, because we are comparing to salary, we are two templates, all right? So first of all, look at this salary that is there now. This salary template that is there now. That salary template that has 7 million as in total gross income, right? So if you type this, if I remove this now, you see that the templates, notice the template, everything is empty, all right? But if I undo it, I have 7 million, where I have basic, transport, rent, leave, medical, and all the allowances, all right? So if I check the old test template, you see that it populated into the model, right? I don't need to type it based on the assumption we have put there. Okay. Now, you see, it's 7 million. Okay, here is consolidated relief of higher of 200,000 or 1% of gross income plus 20% of gross income. All right. So here I can impute figures, right? It's 200,000, which is fixed. Okay. But I don't need to impute figure here. If you want to know how to model this template, there's a latest video I have published. All right. This video is on how to create payroll template using Excel. So go and look at that video. You see how this thing is modeled, right? Now, if you see from the old template now, PAYE template, you see that we have this populated, the account. I don't need to do anything, all right? Whatever I put on the assumption here, it will just populate on the old, all right? Now, let's also go to the new. Whatever I also added on the assumption here, based on the base salary and the allowance, it will also populate on the new. So the new is also populated. Where I need to impute figure now is this side where you have 2 million. Okay, if the employee is paying actual rent, maybe 250,000, 2.5 million, and change it to 2.5 million, for example, you see that you have adjustments, right? You have adjustments there. Okay, but if it's 1 million, we also have adjustments. See it because it's already modern. Okay, so let's leave it at 2 million. Right, so you can see that everything is populated to this level. Okay, now let's take the comparison. Okay, I believe that you'll be more interested in this comparison. The gross income for the old and new is 7 million. The relief, right, where this is having 1.6 million as rent relief. The other the new one, the old one is having 1.6 million. The new one is having 400,000. Okay, the tax exempt, you see the difference there. Then you see the tax band. Okay, the tax band and the total tax payable for both of them. Why the old will pay higher, the new will pay lesser tax. And the monthly tax, you see the old will pay 81,000, the new will pay 74,000. So it means that the old was actually paying higher tax. Okay, the monthly gross income is the same. The net pay, you see that the net pay now, the new persons now, the new template, we provide you with more net pay, take home pay, right? And the effective tax rate is lesser when you compare to the older. Okay, and the difference in salary, because you are migrated to the new template, is that you'll be saving 108,000, all right, for someone that's earning 7 million. Now, this is a scenario of a low income earner. But let's look at a big income earner, the one that has a large net worth, all right, of maybe over 20 million. So let's look at that scenario now. Okay, let's assume that we fill here now, right? Make this one to 10 million, 11 million. Make this one 12 million. Make this one 11 million. Make this one 2.5 million. Make this one 2.5 million. Make this one 5.5 million. And make this one 1.25 million. And make this one 2.5 million. So you now have for 6 million. Right? You have for 6 million. Okay? Now, as you have this for 6 million, you can see this national health housing fund is also programmed to follow all these figures here. All right, 30,000. So if there's nothing here now, for example, if there's nothing here now, for example, return to zero. It's also programmed. all right, into the model. Okay, now you have 49 million. Let's check the old. You see, you check the new populated. Now let's check the comparison. You see that the effective tax rate now for the new persons now is higher. But when it was for the low income earner of 7 million, it was lower. All right. Despite the increase in salary for the new templates, all right, it still remains 749,000. But the effective tax rate is higher. Okay, it means that the big earner pays higher tax, right? Pay higher tax. And you look at it here, 730,000 as against 680,000, right? So you can see the comparison. I believe that this template is worth downloading. You need to download this template. Download it and save it for your future use. All right? It's so dynamic, and I'm sure you are going to like it. If you are building your payroll template in Excel, here is the workflow I would recommend for you. Check out my previous video, how to create payroll template using Excel. In that video, I have taken time to follow step by step on how to modern payroll templates. So follow that video, you'll be guided. You can even make your own workbook smarter enough, all right, to switch between the old and the new payroll templates, all right? And that will help you to reduce manual work and even reduce the risk of errors. This is exactly what I have in my old template I'm demonstrating to you right now. So do well to download it. Download it through the link provided on the description. All right, I review many payroll files and I have discovered a lot of mistakes. All right, several of them I'm making. Number one is using consolidated relief allowance in 2026 payroll. All right, is a mistake. Then number two, apply the old tax band to the current salary is a mistake. Then the third one is ignoring pension deductions before calculating taxable income where applicable. All right. Number four is copying the old payroll template without updating the formula. So that these mistakes can lead to under deductions or over deductions or payee and create problem for both employer and employee. In conclusion, so here is what you should remember. If you are processing payroll for a period up to 31st December 2025, you can use the old payroll. But if you are processing a payroll, okay, from January 2026 onward, then you use the new payee templates under the Nigeria Tax Act. If this video save you hours of research, do me a quick favor. Hit the like button so that more accountants, human resources professionals, payroll officers, and business owners can find this guide. Also subscribe now because over the next few weeks, I will be releasing more practical videos you will not like to miss. Now, I have a question for you. What is the biggest challenge you are facing with the new payroll or payroll template? Drop it in the comments. I may use your questions in the next video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.